Workers' Day is on the first Monday in September in the US.
For the US, okay.
Yes, but internationally, May 1st, Workers' Day and all of that. And like I said, for me, the underlying factor always is dignity in labor.
Yeah.
Understanding that, look, you can find honest work, you can find dignified, let's not take dignified, honest in terms of, look, you are not harming people, you're not harming the environment, and you're doing well by whatever God you believe in. That doesn't harm people.
Sure.
Then yes, you should celebrate as a worker, and workers everywhere should be celebrated.
And then I feel it's an opportunity for organizations to actually appreciate their internal customers for once.
Yeah.
You know, so their staff give so much week in, week out, month in, month out, and I think organizations should actually take note of how hard a lot of their staff are actually working. Now, there was this video about these Asian kids in a classroom where the teacher decided to play a video of their parents at work. So the kids were able to see their parents, you know, carrying wheelbarrows, sacks of rice and things like that, just to be able to, you know, fend for their families. And it gave those kids a different perspective. You know, like, okay, yeah, this is what my parents actually do. They work and they work hard, so that they'll have that mindset of, hey, there is dignity in labor.
I want to, with what you said, I also want to give a shout out to Nigerian parents. I know some parents of my friends, people I know who worked, you know, everything off to get their children, to train their children. Some of them even, while earning in Nigerian denomination, are training children abroad, outside. We have a lot of parents doing that. So big shout out to Nigerian parents. We just also want to mention that from today we'll be having an in-depth newspaper review. So you wouldn't want to miss that as an addition to Stables on Wake Up Nigeria.
At this point, let's find out what the weather is going to be like this May Day.
Time for the news update on Wake Up Nigeria. I am Mary Bashua Alimi. Now we begin with Sudan, where after a few days of hitches in the evacuation process of Nigerians due to financial issues, the Nigerian government has now resumed the process. At a media briefing in Abuja, the permanent secretary of the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development, who doubles as the chairman of the Situation Room, said another set of 31 buses have started moving students and other nationals out of Sudan. Moyo Thomas reports.
The evacuation process of Nigerians from Sudan has raised so much concern among citizens after several videos surfaced online indicating hitches in the process.
To Port Sudan,
some of the many questions the process has raised were answered by the chairman of the Situation Room on the evacuation of Nigerians from Sudan and the permanent secretary, Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development, Nasir Sani Gwazo. He says government will ensure the evacuation of all registered nationals, and about 5,500 Nigerians have been identified. So far, 637 has been moved from Sudan to the Egyptian border, where they have over the past 3 days faced challenges of being cleared.
Our plane is there now in Aswan, waiting to receive these people, but they have not been able to move them from the borders into Aswan. So clearly there is a difficulty, but that is a difficulty that our principals are trying to resolve. I must say that our principals, the ministers, even the SGF, the NSO, NSA, and even Mr. President.
He says all available resources are being used, including collaboration with international organizations to ensure the safe passage of evacuees to Aswan, where they will be airlifted. He confirms that President Buhari has made necessary calls and contact on the matter. The disturbing news of non-payment of drivers, which has hampered the movement, is cleared as a matter of miscommunication.
They gave us 13 vehicles and closed the matter. All efforts to get them moved, they said, no, that is deposit, give us another deposit. And that is not the language. We were speaking two different languages. Now that we've understood their language, we have decided to pay everything. So we have paid everything. As I'm speaking with you, tell anybody that you have who is over there to send you pictures, and I have my own. The vehicles are rolling out of Khartoum. And we told them, we delayed them for 3 reasons. We were in a dilemma of what to do. Now that we have sent the first batch to Egypt, it is 4 days in the Egyptian border. Nobody has been allowed entry, not a single person. Should we continue to amass people in that border? Do you know what border means in those desert areas?
The government official explains that the movement of the monies, even without receipt, is monitored by the DSS and NFIU. Apart from the 1,519 Nigerian nationals in the 31 buses leaving Khartoum today, the Nigerian government will continue to mop up citizens willing to be evacuated, taking advantage of the window provided by the extension of the ceasefire by a further 72 hours. Moyo Thomas, TVC News, Abuja.
A bit of good news, construction work on the Kara as well as the long bridge access of the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway have been completed and open to traffic in the early hours of Sunday. When TVC News visited that stretch of the busy highway, the main carriageway, both inbound from Beja and outbound to Shagamu Interchange on Section 1 of the project, has been completed. In a statement, the Minister of Works and Housing, Babatunde Fashola, explained that the contractors are being encouraged to ensure that the final challenging phase of the expressway reconstruction is concluded as soon as possible. Now, according to the minister, attention will now be focused on the outstanding work between Otedola Bridge and Beja on both sides. Some road users expressed divergent views on the development as traffic built up and eased at different times of the day.
It's a promise that they've never kept to at any point. So we are used to it. We knew that you are not going to meet up. It's been like this for almost 2 years now. And it's getting worse on daily basis. We don't even know what they are doing. It grew worse on daily basis. There is no advice to have for them because they take the advice. They lack a traffic management system, so that has been the problem. There's a way you manage a busy road like this, not this man that they are approaching it.
It's hectic, but we just don't have any option since it's for the betterment of the state. When they're through with the road, we still enjoy it. So we have to suffer the traffic for the meantime. We just need understanding between the drivers to know that it's our own good and then follow the instruction and the traffic rule. Talking sports now, Manchester City are top of the Premier League ahead of Arsenal after a 2-1 win over Fulham at Craven Cottage. Erling Haaland gave the citizens early lead through a spot kick to bag his 50th goal of the season, and Carlos Vinicius leveled for Fulham before a stunning Julian Alvarez strike proved the winner. City's win moves them above and 1 point clear of Arsenal, with Pep Guardiola's side having a game in hand. It is the first time City have been above Arsenal since mid-February as they aim to win the Premier League, Champions League and FA Cup treble. In other games, Bournemouth beat Leeds United 4-1, Aston lost 1-0 to Manchester United. Newcastle continued their rich vein of form with a 3-1 victory over Southampton. And that's it on the news updates for this Wake Up Nigeria. There is so much more to come. Just stay with us.
gentlemen, make welcome pioneer Positive Force member, dancing queen of the 80s, non-conformist, Afrobeat historian in her right, and long-standing member of the multiple award-winning all-female show Your View, Omoyeni Yeni Anikulapo Kuti, aka YK Power. Ginger. Take it. Today we'll go here.
Hey, I don't read you.
Are you sure?
I'm not here to answer questions. I'm here to drink.
Samuel, and I'm a personal trainer of iFitness. Today we are going to be taking step board aerobics. It's just a regular aerobics, but we're going to be using the step board for the exercise. So we're going to start with some dynamic stretches. You move your arms, right? You make sure your body is ready and warmed up for the exercise, right? And then we just move and move. So now we're going to start with the music and to get us into the action, right? So we start now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we go up this way and back, just like that. 1, you go with the beat, good. 2, 3, 4, 5, good, good, just like that. 2, 3, 4, 5, and now kick it out this way and that way. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, now take it back just like that. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And all right, now we just go this way. Move your body just slowly to the beat. Don't stop. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now take it back this way, all the way back. Good. 3, 4, 5. All right, now we go on the box just like that. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now switch. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now switch again. One leg this time, just like that. 1, 2, 3. That's it. 4, 5. And switch. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, thank you very much, and that's a wrap. So let's cool down and then take some water to cool down, and then that's our step board aerobic session for today. Thank you very much. See you next time.
Okay.
Happy Workers' Day.
Yeah.
Happy Workers' Day. Happy Workers' Day. Just continuation from what we're talking about. Mary wasn't there while we're talking about it. We're talking about the dignity in labor. Mary, I know you are a hard worker. I've seen you. Your WhatsApp status at times I can't go through it. So it's
like waist bead.
So yeah, this is me. I think it's my own personal form of advice also to yourself and Dolapo, two people that I know do wonderful stuff. I feel like maybe if you put all of them in a mash or a collage, it might be better. I don't know. But you do the business, so maybe you've seen it and
because people don't see it clearly. So
that's why,
yes. So they usually want to see it.
So sometimes you'll start to.
So now I've changed it. I don't post more than 9-10 at a time.
So you leave that 9 for 24 hours.
Yes.
So we're talking about when what you market on your WhatsApp. I mean, WhatsApp is now. But then when I see people that have personal numbers and I said to them, hey, how far are they? You have reached this.
Automated messages.
What is wrong with some of you?
So business is work. Mike, the fact that you don't have one, with all the projects you do, you should have your own.
They said Igwe has it. Let me just say something. When it's too long, it's a problem. Make it short. So some people like, I am the CEO of Igwe Yinka Corporation. I am also a Chelsea fan. If you're an Arsenal fan, don't send me. So what I'm saying is it's so long. So it should be like a prompt. It should be as short and as precise as possible.
True.
Welcome to da.
Yeah.
How can we help you? Or how can I help you? I think. So there's that. It's almost like prompts.
Yeah.
When you call and all that, it should be short, sharp. Why don't you have it, Mary?
So I used to have a business, I used to have WhatsApp business, but then I thought of it as a nuisance because for me, most of the people I deal with are on a personal basis. So I feel like maybe when I'm going to expand my business, then I can switch to WhatsApp business with another number. Because it's usually important to separate your business line from, 1,000 groups. So even as at now, I miss messages, which is really terrible. I had to archive many of the groups I'm in just so I can see messages. So it's actually a challenge. But apart from that, I believe that people have their personal numbers. You should have the one that when people message you, you won't be able to miss the messages, and that's what I'm actually working towards.
How about you? See, you should have a business where you.
I have a business line.
Okay.
I separated my business line from my personal line.
Okay.
Because it was just too much. So that was the line that was on all my public platforms, social media, and all that. But the thing is, whenever I have an assistant or an intern or someone with me, they go through everything and then tell me which one is relevant. And then I go through it. But I want to piggyback on something you started saying. You know, you said, how can we help you? That should be the message, short and sweet. So I feel like we should use that as a link to how can the government help the people a little more. And with the report that just came out on the 30th, apparently in Lagos, we took delivery of some electric buses.
When I saw that story, I was on both electric, and
electric buses,
yes, the governor posted it on his handle. Beautiful buses, I must say. And you know the first thing that came to my mind, the minds of many Lagosians. The first thing, do we have electricity? So I looked at, so it began a debate on both sides, and both sides had valid points. You understand? Do we have constant electricity? That's what. But then, for buses like that, they have charging points, which, due to a partnership with a particular firm, the government has said the charging points will be at different locations. And one interesting thing which the governor also mentioned was that on a full charge, it can take about 280 kilometers. And in a day, it is estimated that the bus will run 260. So what it needs in a day is less than a full charge. But it's a battery. It will, it will erode, or the value will drop over time. We're saying that we can start. So, but then there's the other side. In countries like Germany, Austria, there are some roads that charge the cars.
Where are you trying to run to now, Mike? Calm down. How many kilometers is Third Mainland Bridge? How many kilometers? It's like 50,
55?
55, 57.
55.
If you're going on the express.
55,
If you go down the express to maybe like toll gate, that's like 57, right?
So my first estimate might not have been right. I'm not very sure. Don't hold me. Don't take my word to the bank. But according to what they say, it can last a day with full charge.
So that's not bad. Days, just imagine we have a bus like that was to last a day, and then it got stranded on this
traffic.
Lagos.
Okay, so we're not supposed to laugh.
Of that.
No, see,
it's not funny.
It's funny because
we need to think of that.
You cannot push that kind of bus. I'm pretty sure.
So if Lagos,
there's nothing you can do. You're now stranded there because there's certain traffic that you didn't plan for. And there's absolutely no control. It's not like power bank. You cannot say they should go and bring the power bank to come and charge the bus. The bus is going to be
if there is a company you're partnering with,
throw it away.
If there's a company you're partnering with to create charging ports, there could be a company you partner with to put solar panels on top of the bus. We can't say. Technology is going really far. You never know.
But the thing is this, the amount of solar panels that will be needed to create enough power to charge will be very much. And that will be an extra weight. You need to think about it. But I think that on both sides there are valid points. The government, wonderful initiative, but then the concerns of people should not also just be discarded. I would want to say that the governor also spoke about the greener Lagos. It's good. The pollution and all of that is really quite a problem. Emissions.
The government has to actually take the first step.
But then, having the BIT, but apart from that, there's plenty, the Loma buses, trucks, and all of that. There's quite a lot of other things that pollute the atmosphere, or as it were. So, but I think that, one step, no matter how small, once it's forward, it is still a step. and it can be managed. It will reduce the cost or the reliance on fuel.
Yes, which might reduce the cost of transportation as well.
And then we know that very soon, even though I heard it's been moved, we know that subsidies now are going to be taken off, and that will everything around Nigeria is based on fuel. If they increase fuel, everything will increase because fuel, you understand? So if we have things that are not reliant on fuel, it's a step forward.
So another thing that I actually find worrisome is the way people do not respect designated lanes. I see certain areas, they're actually BRT lanes, and people decide that
that's where they
BRT is not their business. And so see, there's a different thing if you do not know, which of course in law, ignorance is not an excuse. There's a different thing if you don't know, but some people will be like, I'm going to pass this place. And so sometimes you see traffic that BRT buses should be driving through. It now becomes a general thing because people that shouldn't be on that lane are actually in the BRT lane, and so it causes heavy traffic. This is actually a call out to everyone who does that. Please, we don't want the electric bus that has calculated its distance to the next charging port to go and stop because people are blocking the... See, the bad part of it is you will not move, the bus will not move, everybody will now be stranded. So please, let's begin to respect ourselves.
I think emergency charging ports at every bus stop, maybe every major bus stop. But we are not paying for fuel now.
But electric...
So let's think.
There's no lights. In the night, once they put that charging point...
They say they partner with company now.
Yeah, but you know people can't be charging their phones there. If they, do you know I've seen people charging at this mast?
Yes.
So all these telecommunications masts.
Yes,
people go there to charge their phones. They go and charge. Before you know it, Nigerian stop lights. They'll tap lights to those things. To the houses. You are laughing.
But I've actually seen in someone's house, they had an electric car, they had a solar charging port for their car.
Where did you call it? Where did you say it is?
What? Inside Lagos.
No, you said inside
their compound. Inside their compound. Things are changing.
This charging phone issue, I also heard about somebody, patients that went to the hospital, and they gave you word, and they gave you bed. Say, no, I want my bed to be close to socket. Are you really sick?
Wow.
So that you can charge your phone. I'm serious, no jokes. No jokes, we're looking for when they can charge you. But we know power is really quite I mean, the day when we do hack that thing, I tell you that the level of development that will come to us will be unheard of. It will be great on a Brobdinogian level. I'm talking about how we'll move once we can sort out hack power issues.
Well, everyone loves tear rubber vehicles. The brand new buses seem to be amazing, and hopefully they will be for a long time to come.
They will be.
Let's take a quick break now. We'll still have loads more for you. This